announced in the introduction, I am an engineering major at Ohlone College. I also work part-time at a screen printing and embroidery company called Valley Images. Most of you probably know this. I'm a person who stutters, and how did I get here? Well, for most of my life, I've been a stutterer. Probably since I was 10 or 11 years old. I don't have as many repetitions in my speech as you would hear in a normal, or not, I wouldn't say normal, but like you hear in the King's speech, for example. For me, it's mostly like walks. I'm unable to say certain words, and group conversations for me are pretty bad. So I reached out to a few speech therapists, and my first speech appointment was last year in February, and my speech therapist recommended a group called the National Stuttering Association. It's a support group for people who stutter, and I went that same month. And a few of them actually, they joined the Toastmasters, and they recommended it to me. So I decided to give it a shot, and I'm here now. So I guess I should talk more about myself. So I play drums. My favorite band is Rush, and Nikhil's not here, but I did have a long hair, but back in the day, and it's not a lie. So. And you're probably wondering where I got my last name from, Earl. And my mom is from the Philippines, and my dad is half Japanese, half German, Irish, so Earl. I chose engineering because I just want to better the world, or make a difference, and try to do something more productive. I mean, before engineering, I was studying film and TV, and I wasn't really happy with that. And, I just wanted something. I just need to find my passion. How did I get here? That's one of the lyrics from one of my favorite songs from the Talking Heads, Once in a Lifetime. The song, it really speaks to me. I mean, one of the lyrics is, letting the days go by. I feel the time goes by, and we don't really assess ourselves. I mean, sometimes I think to myself, like, what have I done in my life? So, I mean, that's another reason why I chose engineering. And also, I just want to improve myself, and